of course, it's a very happy day on Monday. And I think it is not only for us as an 81-year-old group having this first EV company listed in Indonesia. I think it is good for the whole Indonesian market, because at the end of the day, people talk about electrification story in Indonesia, starting from the upstream. But for the downstream and hopefully the future OEM story can be available is something to be proud of. And also, it is in a bigger scheme of decarbonization story for Indonesia. So yes, we're very happy.
Yeah, Mr. Bakrie, this is JP Ong. I guess I want to start off with that question when I set things up for our interview today. Why go into buses rather than cars? Is there more promise right now to start with buses over, say, the passenger vehicles in Indonesia? Can you give us an idea for what guided your short-term strategy here?
Yeah, actually quite simple. Public transportation is 1/3 of the carbon emission polluter in Indonesia. And not many people know this. Indonesia, despite just the fourth largest country in the world, has 220 buses across the nation. And in Jakarta alone, has 10,000 buses. So if you come here and you see a lot of pollution, that's one of them, right? So we think it's a big market, and it is in the area of public transportation. So it has a lot of public positive consequences as well, other than the financial positive consequence. For example, JP, the first batch of our buses, starting about 14 months ago, we have already transported 10 million people. So we think that the first love for EV in Indonesia is actually in the buses. No sound, no smell, and so on. And also quite impressive, I think, 5.5 million tons of carbon dioxide saving. This equal like 250,000 trees planted. And plus, it's reducing the government subsidy. As you know, Indonesia is still net oil importer. And of course, the operator of this bus rapid transit is quite happy with 80% of the reduction of the OPEX. But all in all, we are working with a good partner, UID. We started quite early, 4 years ago. Back then, JP, there was no regulation, so you cannot issue registration plate. Mm-hmm. So we had to work hard with policymakers, regulators, so that later on, in 2019, there is the presidential decree. But at the end of the day, you know, back then, if you don't have any cylinder in the engine, there's no CC, you cannot have registration plate. But now you can, even with no decibels.
Hi, I'm Emily Tan, and thanks for watching CNBC. You can check out more of our videos by clicking on the boxes on the screen. And don't forget to subscribe to the channel for more. Thanks for watching.